Tinuola. Wow, 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 wow. Lovely, lovely, lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Is this your hair? Is this all of
Yes.
yours? Yay! Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
So, Tino, tell us about yourself. Tell us, I think, especially a little bit about your hair journey. Because yesterday when we were talking, you actually told me things that I didn't even remember from when we were growing up. So, as you all know, my name is Hannah, and I am the mom on Roofy Coral Chronicles. And this here is my cousin, actually a long-time family friend, but cousin.
Yes.
And I have noticed that she is the one woman, especially Yoruba woman, that has her hair gloriously beautiful, gloriously out. And I said to her, can I come and see you next week? And she said, do you know what? Why don't you come tomorrow? So hence the reason I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to come today and I'm going to chat to her about her hair and how she's got it to be so gloriously beautiful. Yes.
Yes.
So, Tinuola.
Right. Well, to start with, my name is Tinuola. Hello. Yes, and that's Anna that she said. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm here with all pleasure, even though it's the first time I'm going live of doing salt.
Yeah.
So to say that it's a pleasure is really a pleasure. And it's nice being here. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up. Thank you for deciding that you're going to do this. So well done, well done. So yeah, did you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? You know, especially your hair journey.
I think about myself regards my hair is that being the only girl, and first of all, I've not always had my hair long. Anyway. Yeah,
Wow,
so
that's
I've not always
interesting.
had my hair.
Because some people might think that maybe you've always had your hair long and therefore it's taken you all your life to get to this length.
No.
So it's good to know that.
No, I've not always had my hair long. I mean, say in the days of secondary school, I used to have low cut. Originally, my hair is long, but when I was like 10-year-old, I think with my dad's belief, you can't join studying together with keeping hair going to the salon every either weekly or fortnight, you know. So he decided to cut it when I was 10. So since then, I've had my hair on low cut. And
your daddy decided to cut your hair when you. That sounds like a lot of us our story, isn't it? Whether the school is telling us to cut our hair, or our parents are saying that you can't have hair, you can't be doing beauty and be doing school. So cut your hair. That's it.
He trimmed it off. Yes. I think it was actually in plaits when he trimmed it off. So.
Wow. Yeah. He took your hair from plaits and he gave it a trim.
He took it to the salon and then they did the needful.
Wow.
Yeah, so I would say so it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
So, but having said that, I think I started my hair back towards the end of secondary school, on holiday to be precise, you know. My hair grows very quickly and then curly, so I would have maybe like...
Sorry, can I stop you there, Tino? Your hair grows very quickly.
Yeah,
is that from doing braids, weave on, wigs? How is your hair growing so quickly?
I think to start with, I think it might be genetically, because I wasn't doing anything to my hair. Putting water and then going by my day, you know. I mean, in secondary school, I think at a point in the time you use 3 months, isn't it? So before even the end of 3 months, I will usually trim. You know? So at the end of the day, holiday, long holiday usually, and I think that was at the end of the senior secondary school. And I'll keep it for that 6 weeks, and it's really grown. And I think at some point some of my cousins encouraged me to straighten my hair like with chemical. But I realized my hair was still standing, so I thought chemical is not my friend, you know, because my hair was too straight.
So me too.
And then at the end of the day, well, cut it again, you know, going back to school. But finally, I think I started from when I finished secondary school. But then it wasn't real starting, just do braids. I have an itabeka, low back, and then front a little bit long. And eventually, I think until 2006 or 5 or 4 thereabout, there was a product I used, and I thought, oh, my hair was losing a little bit there. So I thought, okay, what's the point of keeping chemical anyway? So I thought, okay,
Yeah.
let's.
So chemical was affecting your
I don't
hair.
think much of chemical done other products when you don't know, you
Yeah.
know. So I think I was losing, plus possibly the chemical in the hair prior to, you know. So eventually I chopped it off, and my mom didn't know because my mom. I think in my family.
May I ask how old you were when you actually chopped it off?
I think I was 23.
Wow.
But no one knew because I would always do the braid myself. Like, you know, I do my hair myself.
Yes.
You know, I do hair and I would do braids, so no one will know. And before you know it, it's gone. You know, until a time when I called my aunt and I said, "Big mommy, can you cut my hair?" She was happy because her hair was long. My mom's hair too was long. And then she said, yeah, come. That means it's going to be only her whose hair is long. But of course, before you knew it, my hair got chosen on pattern. Here we are. But of course, I get trimmed every now and then. So.
Yes. Yeah. So from when you were about 23 until now, you haven't taken it all the way down.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
From that previous time.
No. So we're talking about, you know, under 20 years.
Yes. But I think, to be fair, maybe from 26, I'm not taking it down. Then I used to still cut it. I would do a little baker, even though, you know, then I have hair at the bottom and the long one, the front one is long.
Yeah, long.
Then I'll do that.
And then eventually everything sort of grew together. So that actually answers the second question, which is, have you always had long hair? You've already told us that no, you haven't always had long hair. No. You had short hair at different points in time, and you've been able to grow again, because that's a really big thing for natural ladies, for black ladies, because you're thinking, if I cut my hair, oh my God, am I going to have that growth again? But we all know, you've cut your hair, I've cut my hair, the hair grows.
Yes.
Even without doing anything to it, it just grows. Our hair does grow. You know, so that's definitely something we want to keep in mind. So tell us, how often are you wearing wigs, weave-ons? Are you braiding your hair? How often are you doing all the fancy styles?
Not to interrupt you, but I might have been quick to interrupt. I usually don't do wigs. It's not because I have anything against it, but personally, I don't even think it fits me.
Me too.
You know, I don't think it fits me. I tried at some point to purchase some, especially braids. I like braids, but I still don't think it suits me.
Yeah.
So I don't do
as much as your own natural hair. Is it because you believe that your natural hair is so beautiful? What? Because I think it is.
Yes. Well, I think everybody have a reason to either go for wigs, you know. But personally, to say wig for beauty, not necessarily. I think you can rock your hair however you choose to. Yeah. You know, but to say I'm wearing wig because I want to look different or look beautiful, not really, no.
Yeah. So tell me something. Looking different. That's a big thing. That's a main thing. Yeah. A lot of us black girls, certainly for me as I was growing up, the whole point of doing a different hairstyle every 2 weeks to a month is that I wanted to look different.
Yeah, but you can have a different. You can be different anyway, but you can have different.
It's you
every time. Like now, if you see me, I could part my hair this side. I could puff it up, and that's me looking possibly because of the hairstyle. Yeah, I mean, I think
so. Different hairstyles with your own hair.
With my own hair.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
With my own hair.
That must be really encouraging to the girls out there, especially our young girls, that even with your own natural hair, you can do different hairstyles. And I was actually at a senior school this morning for my older daughter, Rue, and the girl that took us round, I was so pleased. The girl that took us round, not only did she have natural hair, she added out just in a big puff. She had tucked it in, so to tuck the ends in to protect it, and it was just in a huge big puff. I was like, amazing. I'm so pleased you're the one taking us around. You know, I'm so pleased. I said to her, I'm so pleased you're the one taking us around. I love your hair. I said to her.
And I think there's something about natural hair. It's not much of a fixation, but I think for me who's got long hair, if I see anyone whose hair, it's not, for me it's not a length, you know. Yeah. But for when I say natural hair, I give them applause because not everybody have the courage. But if whatever length your hair is, I think bringing it out just shows the real you. And for my own hair who's long, when I see someone whose hair is not but natural, I still give a look and stare. I say your hair is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm not being patronizing. It is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's
Like
beautiful.
your hair is beautiful. I think my hair is beautiful. I think my daughter's hair, your daughter's hair. I just love the natural hair so much. And there must be something there. I mean, I will be doing a little article later on this topic, but there's something there about how we learned to take care of our hair, isn't it? And what we got from our community and our mothers. What would you say that you got from your community, your mothers, your mother when you were growing up about hair care?
I think the first one I got from my mom was when I decided to go natural. She was happy because my mom used to have very curls. And like I said, my mom's hair was long too, but her own hair was fine. Very curly. Mine is thick and curly. And she would be like, don't put chemical. Don't put. Even sometimes when I had my hair straightened out, she probably would tell that. I said no.
Which is amazing. And I've always known your mom. She's my auntie and she's a beautiful lady. Would you say that was normal amongst Nigerian women? Don't put chemicals, don't do the wigs, don't do the wig on, don't, love your natural hair. Would you say that was a normal thing we see every day?
I think it will probably be normal because they probably see the ends of chemical in their hair, the damage. I mean, you probably won't know things until you've tried it.
Yeah.
And of course, the older you become, the more hair you probably, not to say you lose, but it wouldn't be like when you were younger, and then seeing yourself when you're older and seeing the hair, you probably will tell the difference.
Yeah.
I don't think it's much about the length, but I think it's much about the healthy looking your hair is, how healthy it's looking. Yeah. So I think for that one is don't put chemical. Especially when they see the beauty. Why would you want to ruin it?
Why would you want to ruin that beauty? I've come to learn that even when you do put chemical, there's a certain maintenance that is required. There's a way that you have to have the hair. You have to maintain it, which most people don't know. They just think that you put chemical, it's straight, I'm good, I don't need to do much.
You know what, saying that, because I do hair and I know about hair, I think there was a time I watched a film and the lady possibly committed a crime.
Yeah.
And the judge said, you permed your hair. Normally when you permed your
hair,
legally
blonde.
And you kind of corrected that, like, you could have permed your hair and go under the water in 2 weeks.
That's legally blonde.
I remember. And I thought that was very correct.
Both of us have always been interested in hair, isn't it? I remember that.
Most people don't know that.
Yeah.
That, with chemical hair, I'm not saying don't have chemical in your hair, but you probably need extra care for that.
That's right. That's right. You need extra care.
Yeah. Most time when chemical is washed off the hair, it's not it's essentially washed off. Yeah. So I think even after some time, there is need for you to do a bit of touch to get the chemical, because there's going to be residue.
That's right. And it alters your hair.
The texture, the volume. Well, everyone's hair is different. Like I said, some people have very thick hair. No matter what chemical they put in, it doesn't respond. Yeah. So unfortunately, they would not necessarily see that it's doing them any danger. You know what I mean? But if you have a thin hair and you're perming your hair, before you knew it, your hair is gonna start from there.
For me, I just always wanted my own natural hair. So when I permed my hair, I didn't see much damage because my hair is thick. My hair is so thick. In fact, I didn't have to do a big chop because my hair is so thick that when I stopped perming, the perms just fell off because my hair is like, I don't like you anyway. So off you go.
Yes,
So I guess the $1 million question we have for you today is, how do you maintain your big, beautiful hair?
Should I give you a joke? Don't tell him. This morning when I told my husband what I was doing, he said, oh, doing this and that. He said, which hair are you talking about? I said, this hair. So I'm sure his response was, which hair? You don't take care of the hair. And to be honest, I'm not saying that. And I think Anna would testify to that. It's not just, most people think I'm actually Muslim. I could put scarf on my hair for every day. That's my preference. It's only because I know I could turn my hair around any minute. Yeah. So I could easily say school run and just put scarf. So someone actually thought, when they saw my hair straightened very long, they go, oh, they thought you were a Muslim. I said, no, I'm a Christian. I said, but you always have scarf on. I said, because I couldn't be bothered. And she was worried. I said, if you have this much hair, I will be showing off. And I said, okay.
But it's not necessary for every day,
no. But then I said, so I put it in braids mostly. personally, I do hair. I think you don't want to stress your hair.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a living whatever, but I think it responds to stress likewise.
It does.
And then products, you need to know what works for you. And of course, before many people knows what works for them, you would have tried many different products.
Yeah.
But like we know certain product is not good. Not to say it's not good, but it doesn't encourage the hair.
Yeah. Maybe it's not natural, maybe.
Natural. Yeah, so I don't do too much water, like washing too much, because as we know, this is England. Majority of the areas they go add water.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not running from water, but I do at least wash once a month.
Yeah. So can you tell us 2 of your products? Everyone always wants to know what products we're using for. Can you tell us 2 of your staple products that you use for you use for your daughters, maybe?
Well, right now, because I've got a younger one, 2-year-old, I use Avino hair product. And like I said, I don't wash so much. You know, and my one, I mean, it's not advertising, but to be honest, I use Dr. Venita's hair product, the shampoo, the whole set.
Wow.
And I think it's subtle with the hair. But the only problem is I might have to buy more products because my hair is longer. It take more.
There's a lot of products,
And I think most time what people need to do is majority you don't need shampoo.
Co-wash.
You can just decondition with. I have a bottle, put conditioner inside, detangle it. And I think saying if you're taking hair out and stuff, it's better you do it while moist. A little bit much of water so you don't. The hair dries out. No matter oil you put or whatever, it still dries anyway. Yeah. And then you do that, and I put conditioner and I detangle it. Sometimes I put conditioner in my hair, and the next day I've forgotten. The next day I just put water to get it back to puffy, and then it's easy taking out.
It's actually quite interesting you mentioned that, because one of the next videos I'm actually thinking of doing is actually a video of teaching you how to make that conditioner mixed with water that you're just spraying with your hair, because that's what I did for my daughters this morning. Conditioner, oil sheen, massage into the hair, you're on your way, and that's it. That's your moisturizer for the day.
I think again, to encourage mothers who think it's hard work for their kids to maintain the children's hair, they might prefer as quick
or
as
even their hair,
or their own hair.
Yes.
But but start from being a child.
Yeah.
When your daughter has got beautiful hair, you want to maintain it. It's easy for you to go to the salon, wash it, put chemical. But sometimes a little bit of time goes. All you need to do is divide the hair maybe into 6 portions. Put a bit of water, put leave-in conditioner or normal conditioner, and just rinse it off. Yes. I mean, the higher volume or portion you have, the easy it becomes to detangle. Yeah. And mostly a bit start with the hand and a big tooth comb, and then twist it out, and then by the time you finish, go into the water, just have a light cotton cloth or something. I don't use towel to wipe my hair. So just have a bit of a cotton cloth, a nice one. I usually use my husband's underwear, the white ones. And then to damp the hair. And then squeeze the water out. And then take it out, put a bit of moisturizer, put oil, and then twist it out, then you get the length. If you don't want to blow dry. Yeah. So again, moisturizer. So the last YouTube live I did with one of my friends, I don't know if you've been able to catch it. That was a big thing that came out of even that at the moment in terms of the moisturizer, just moisturizing. And even earlier on, you told us about the fact that you often scarf your hair. Yeah. So that is how we keep the moisture in our hair. A lot of our white friends, they would wash their hair often. But we don't need to wash our hair often. There are other ways that we can keep our moisturizer in our hair. One of those ways is with a satin scarf. Satin scarf. Put a satin or
scarf
better
on
still,
there.
you can put a satin pillowcase when you're going to bed if you can't keep.
Yes, I have a satin pillowcase because I don't want to tie my hair. I like my hair way up there. I don't want it,
I mean, it's not to say that you can't put water in your hair. If you have the money to buy a water filter, fair enough. But having said so, you're gonna have to do a bit of hard work when you're detangling it after washing it. So, I mean, I think it makes you happy when you see the outcome. If you do put that much work into, I mean, I think not to say the other races. I think being white, I'm sure they look at you and admire. Ooh, and also they see you with one hair today, they see you in another one. They're thinking, oh, is it your hair? Oh, what did you do? I mean, it's fascinating to know that, and then again, it encourages you to go to do it. Absolutely, more. My daughters, all of their friends, all of their friends. Wow, can we touch your hair? I know. I get that. Yeah, of course, amazing. Okay.
So now let's talk about your leaving your hair alone and not doing much to it versus showing the hair some love, care, and attention. There's one thing about, oh, I leave my hair alone, I don't do much. And there's another thing, is it I don't do much and you finish washing it, you don't moisturize it, you just leave it out, you know, you braid it for 10 weeks, you don't bring it out.
10 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What is the difference? I don't do much with my hair and I just leave it to grow. Then when I'm going out, I put it into a lovely style versus the love, care, and attention you show your hair.
I think not doing too much depending on how you can take pain. Personally, I don't like it. You know. So I think for whatever hairstyle you've chosen to keep, the best maximum of time 4 weeks, depending on what hairstyle it is. But if it's just your natural hair, you're twisting it out to have a bit of a coil or bounce in the morning. Of course, in the evening you need to get it back inside so that you still get the same bounce the following day. And if, say for instance, you're not going out, you can keep it in. If you like, put a scarf on. If not, leave it as it is. And when you're going, a bit of water. And I think that's love and tender care. And then a bit of massage on the roots, you know.
Definitely. And the edges.
And the edges as well, you know. Like me, some people, I don't know, if someone is worried that
beautiful
my
edges.
edges and stuff like that, I still do braids, you know. But what I do is, I have a technique, even when I'm doing hair for people. I'll tell them to hold the edge in the front. Even if you're holding it, there's no tension.
There's no tension.
You know, so by the time you finish holding it, then I leave it like that. Then I kind of like do that just to leave release the tension and a bit of a moisturizer.
Guys,
and also
that is definitely my takeaway. The fact that you hold your scalp down so that you're not pulling. Oh wow, that is definitely my takeaway. I need that for my younger daughter. I need that for my younger daughter because her hair is prone to cutting at the edges.
And then, you know, with kids, they might choose to want to bond it up. Mommy, can I bond my hair up?
Yeah.
You know, like my daughter does. Sometimes please, I'm bonding it up. You'll be pulling some hair. I mean, of course, we're going to shed some hair.
Yes.
But it wouldn't be nice, like, when this place is like your skin, thinking, how did
Totally
somebody pull off your... It will grow, obviously, but then, you know, you probably will feel, not to say embarrassed, but you feel, oh, I've lost some hair here. It will grow, you know, because it wasn't like I see you use a razor to take it out.
Yeah.
It's just
even with a razor, it grows eventually. It will grow eventually. Yeah.
I think the tender again mostly is to admire what you have. Regardless the length.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Tinu, is there any other tips, ideas, any other nuggets of wisdom you can just share with us?
So for someone who is starting to go natural and stuff, say if you live in England like we do, I mean, it's a little bit of, I usually would boil water, you know, if you're getting on, trying to see if it's the air or if it's the water or whatever, or if it's the product. I mean, I don't think you need to go all out for some product because at the end of the day, they're not going to sit, but it's just a minimum of time they spend on your hair. Like the best you want to do is get some very good oil, you know, and your massage, because massage the scalp, you know, and then oil into your hair. And like I said, if you're taking the hair out, you don't need to do it dry. You can just get all this. They have these new bottles that kind of like mist, you know. So it's not like you're putting water directly on your scalp. It might sit on your scalp, you know, because if you're not careful, then you become flaky.
Yes, you want to avoid the.
So and then massage it into it and enjoy the feeling of touching your own hair.
Your own hair. Enjoy your own hair.
Enjoy it. And then, you know, I mean, you can start little. You don't have to invest like so much expenses on there, and eat well. You know, I would say you are what you eat. You know, and
you were talking to me about this yesterday.
I personally think long hair genetically, but healthy hair is your decision.
Yes.
Oh,
I love that. Yeah. Healthy hair is your decision. Long hair could be genetic. Because when I released the first video, that was one question one of my bigger sisters was asking me that, look, is it just genetics? Your house, it's long and everything. But interestingly, both my girls, one has hair all the way down her back, one is maybe 3/4 way down her back, but it's both healthy hair.
I mean, for me, I think healthy is much preferably to look out, because if it's healthy, it's gonna break less, and of course you gain length, you know. Rather than if you're not looking at the health, you're just looking at it, and your hair is going to shed. There is nothing you're going to do about it, except a dramatic kind of stress in your life, you might have a lot coming out.
Yes.
But believe you me, if that much comes out from there, more will grow.
More will grow. I like that. More will always grow.
Yeah,
I like that, and I think that's a good note
Yeah,
to kind of end on.
And embrace, even if it's short, just like
Just like me.
embrace whatever it looks like, you know.
Embrace it,
Embrace
love
it.
it. Whatever styles, I'm going to be talking
Yes.
about that in
Yeah.
upcoming weeks
Yeah.
as well. Find your style and just embrace it and just love it.
Yeah.
Even if your edges are gone, you can do a comb over style.
Yes.
You can do something.
And that edge
with it.
control, bring your hair from the side or whatever.
Yeah,
You know? I mean, preferably
stuff you can
can
do.
There's so much you can do.
So much
And you
can
just
do.
find a product that works well with your own hair.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. Tinuola,
Mhm.
thank you very
You're
much,
welcome.
my darling. God
You're
bless you. Mwah. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
coming.
everyone, for
Thank you.
joining. You know, so do like, comment, do share with people. Let's get this going. This passion to have our own hair out and beautiful and glorious the way we were made. And even if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your daughters. Do it for the generations coming. Yeah, so please, you know, just let's get this going. Natural hair advocacy, you and I have always talked about this. We've always been interested in it. Let's get the word out there. Let's get little girls falling in love with their hair. So, Rufy Curl Chronicles, you know, my daughters and I just trying to inspire all the girls all over the world, black girls, to fall in love with their natural hair. Let's do it together. Thank you.
Madame is crying. I bet